Hi guys, Adeposi here, and are you ready to change your life? I mean, if I showed you exactly what to do, what steps to take, to get to that next level of breakthrough in your, finances, in your relationships, in your spiritual life, are you ready to do that? Okay, a really exciting stuff that I'm going to be sharing exactly what I do, what steps I take, to change any aspect of my life at any particular time, and you'll be able to apply that right away in your life and get the same results. So, hope you're excited about that. I'll see you on the flip side. Okay, so let's dive right into this. Why is it important? Why am I talking about this? On my blog today, usually I'll share about an internet marketing strategy, how to build your home business, your network marketing, organization, and make money working from home. But you see, I've realized that uh, the principles of success actually just come down to a very few fundamental principles, and these apply in whatever business, whatever industry, whatever venture you are doing. And so it's important that we actually learn these mindset, secrets of the super wealthy, of the super successful, and if we model after that, we can actually get the same results. It was Tony Robbins who said that if you want to be successful at a particular thing, find someone who's already successful doing that thing. Model after them, and then you would definitely create the same results they are getting. So, that's why it's important, that I'm doing this video. And one thing I know about you, if you're watching this video, is that you're ready to change your life. You're tired of your current circumstance. You're tired of you're frustrated with the level you are, and you can't take it anymore. You're ready to take the necessary steps. You're ready to learn what you need to learn and take the actions you need to take to get to that next level of breakthrough in your business, in your relationship, or whatever it is. Okay, so I know that about you, and that's why I'm excited. So the first thing I would like you to know, you have to understand this, okay, is that where you are in your life right now is a result of your best thinking. Okay, you might want to write that down. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Where you are right now is a result of your best thinking. What that means is, you see, at every point in our lives, every minute, every second, we are making decisions, right? We're making ongoing decisions every day, every hour, every week, every month. And where you are right now is a result of those decisions, right, that you've been taking. And I'm sure you've been taking those decisions in your best interest, because nobody, in their right mind would take the wrong decision, consciously. We all feel we are taking the best decision. We all feel we are doing what's right. And even though our opinions may differ, we all feel individually that we are doing what is best with the options we have. So where you are right now, the results you have right now are a result of your best thinking. So you need to understand that. And if you want to have different results, or you want to have better results, what you need to do is you need to change the decisions you're making. You need to change the actions you're taking. If you take the same actions a successful person takes, you will create the results a successful person has. If you take the actions of a broke person, you will get the results of a broke person. Okay, and so that's the first tip. Knowing where you are is a result of your best thinking. Okay, so if you want to get better results, you need to upgrade your thinking, upgrade your mentality, upgrade your mindset. And this is really hard because you see, the society on by default, programs us to be negative. By default, programs us to be skeptical. You know, programs are not to trust. And these are things that come naturally in the society. Social media, mass media, the movies, entertainment. They're focusing on the wrong stuff you really shouldn't be focusing on if you're trying to build something sustainable in a business or a life, a healthy relationship. But society, by default programs us with negative stuff, a lot of junk. The news is just a whole lot of junk that we you know feed ourselves with daily. I mean, with social media, it's just gone. It's just blown through the roof. The amount of junk that just that people consume on a daily basis is alarming. Okay, so what I want you to know is this, and this is another point that's so important. You might also want to write this down. Feel free to rewind this video and watch it all over again, so that this point actually sink in. The second tip I'm going to give you, that, and these tips are like, they're going to cause breakthroughs for you when you start thinking in these ways, right? You see, at any point in your life, and this is the second tip, at any point in your life, you hold the power to decide which direction you want to go next, right? I mean, at any point, backtrack to what I said earlier, we are constantly making decisions in our business, in our lives, in our relationships, in spiritual life, mental health and physical health. We are constantly making decisions. And at any point in your life, right, you hold the power. So you have to realize this, that the power is actually in your hands, right? You hold the power to decide which direction you want to go. At any given point in time, you have a decision to make, either to move forward or to move backward, either to do what is right or do what is wrong. Either to think positive or think negatively, either to be optimistic or to be skeptical. We have, that decision at every point in time. So you need to take back that power. Take that power and not just accept things by default because that's what everybody's doing or because that's what you've been presented with. You have to demand for the best of the best, of what is available, out there. So I'm going to share with you, some tips of how to change your life drastically. I mean, dramatically. You won't even believe how much you've changed when you start applying these tips. And I don't see myself as a conventional person, and I don't see my results as conventional results. And I'm not surprised because I'm not doing what everybody is doing. Right? Here's the tip, right? You need to get your life back. You need to take charge. You need to, once you realize that you are in charge, you are actually in control, okay, of the circumstances that that happen to you and what you actually do with them. You need to decide to take charge. That's the first thing. And how do you do this? I said society programs us by default, right, to be negative. But you need to start programming yourself to be positive. Okay, just do the opposite. Okay, don't do what comes by default. You need to engage in positive programming. I mean, I do this on a constant, basis, on a daily basis. I'm constantly programming myself, right, with positive stuff, with empowering stuff, with optimism, with high energy, with just good stuff and not the junk that's been passed around out there. And what do I mean by positive programming, right? You just turn on the TV, you see the default news you have, on TV is bad news, right? And the media channels want to make money, and that's what sells. Bad news sells, right? You want to know, the way people even take this bad news is like you're getting paid to know who died in Asia today, or the bomb blast that happened up north. You're not getting paid, and it doesn't actually serve you in any way other than leave you depressed. And that's just such a dangerous position to be in. Just taking these things in by default. So you need to start programming yourself. And how do you do this? You need to commit to personal development. Commit to your development. Building yourself up with the necessary skills, the mindsets, of the successful people, or the mindsets and the skills required to create the results that you actually want to create in your life. So, you've probably heard of this garbage in, garbage out, right? That's just the same way it is. The same way, that was probably invented to talk about, the computer. If you put in input garbage into the computer, you get garbage out. But it's also true for the human mind. If you feed yourself with garbage constantly, the only thing you have to offer, right, is garbage. Okay, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So, you need to start consciously programming yourself, with positive stuff, right? Garbage in, garbage out. But in the same way, positivity in, positivity out. If you put bad news in, bad thoughts will flow. If you put good news in, good thoughts will flow, right? If you put great energy in, great energy is going to come out. If you feed yourself with optimism, optimism is going to flow naturally, and it's going to flow into your relationships. It's going to flow into your business. I mean, it's whatever you take in, right? If you eat good food, you're going to live good. If you eat bad food, it's also going to tell on your health. So you need to start treating your mind, as such, and take these things importantly, right? See, the input in your mind is what goes into your heart. Okay, what goes into your heart is what comes out of your mouth, right? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. That's from King Solomon in the book of Proverbs, right? Now, what is constantly on your mouth actually determines the actions you take. And the actions you take determine your results. So can you see the trail of how these things, come around, right? Just from what you input yourself, either consciously or unconsciously. Even if, it's something that's playing in the background, if it's something that's not helping you, that's not serving you, turn it off. Make a conscious effort to only input things that will help you and that will build you up and develop you, into your mind. So I'm going to take that again. I want you to really understand this process of how it works, and you can see how to re-engineer it, to start programming yourself positively, right? So as I said, what you input in your mind, right? Your mind is what goes into your heart. Okay? And what goes into your heart is what comes out of your mouth. Right? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Now you might be saying, "Oh, Adeposi, I'm not actually saying anything out." You don't need to say it out, with your mouth physically. I want you to think of how do you think? Do you think, how do you think? How do you process your thoughts? Okay, the two ways to process thoughts are by pictures and by words. If you're thinking of, doing something, your mind is actually giving you that information, creating that information, in form of pictures and words. So you're actually saying things in your mind, even if you're not using your physical mouth to say them. So you need to be very careful about your thoughts, and your thoughts are governed by what you feed your mind, right? So what goes into your mouth, into your mind, goes into your heart. What goes into your heart is what comes out of your mouth, either your physical mouth or the mouth of your heart, right? And what comes out of your mouth, what is constantly on your mouth, is what will result in the actions that you take. And the actions you take determine the results you get. So that's how this thing spirals. And you can take charge of that. You have the power to decide if you want to move forward or you want to move backward or stay stagnant where you are right now. The power to change your hands, to change your life, is in your hands. Okay, so start feeding yourself with positive stuff. And what happens is, once you constantly, eat and digest positive stuffs, personal development and things like that, you start to, things like optimism starts to flow out of you naturally. I'm a naturally optimistic person, and a lot of my friends think I'm crazy. You understand? Like I'm not being unrealistic. It's just a result of the programming that I've been through. Okay, things like self-motivation just flow out of yourself. If you've constantly surrounded yourself with stories, with videos and products and materials, trainings from the successful people, you will naturally be self-motivated, right, to go out and take massive action and create your own results. It just flows naturally. I get home every day and I'm excited to do these videos, to get and to talk about my passion and to build my business online, and another thing that happens is you become very creative. You become more creative. You become spontaneous because you already have a well of ideas flowing right in your mind. You have a well of inspiration from the positive information that you're feeding yourself with. So that's how you can drastically change your life. And you might not notice this within one day, or 2 days, as I said. But once you make that decision and follow through on it consistently, you're going to wake up after 3 months and you will not believe how much your life has changed. You will not believe, the quality of your life, after a period of time. if you keep doing these things consistently. So I mean, that's how you can change your life. And I don't know if you're excited about this. All right, I'm excited about what I just shared with you, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I mean, I'm today is the 8th of October, and I'm already on my second book that I'm reading this month, and I'm constantly reading about 3 to 4 books every single month, and that's apart from the audios, the blog posts I'm reading, the courses I'm buying, you know, the podcasts I'm listening to. I mean, I'm just feeding myself, with good information, right? And that's just how I change my life, and that's how you can change your life. So, my friend, I hope you got value from this video. The power to change your life is in your hands with the decisions you make. And I want you to take a conscious decision, right, to change your life right now. Once you stop watching this video, um, make a decision to filter what goes into your mind, and you will no doubt create the life of your dreams and get the results that you desire. So, I mean, I love you guys. I know you're laser focused right now, to be the best you can be. And I'm going to be here all the way to help you achieve that. So feel free to share this video to help someone else. If it helped you, if it inspired you, tag someone in the comments, share it on your wall, and let's help some people change their lives for the better. Feel free to drop a comment. I actually want to hear from you. I want to hear from you if this video motivated or inspired you. Let me hear from you in the comment below, and feel free to reach out to me if there's anything you would like me to help you with. You're struggling with a particular challenge in your business. I mean, that's my passion, helping people, to build businesses, right, using the internet. So if you're having any challenge, building your business on the internet, feel free to just shoot me a message, or just drop a message in the comment box, or on Facebook, or through my email or Skype, however you wish to contact me. So with that being said, it's been a a great time spending time with you through this video and sharing this with you. And I'm going to see you on another show soon. Okay, so take care and bye bye.